first dish for Jane to scrutinise is the main, cider-braised pheasant.
Everybody's heard about the bird.
It's very Tony. He has to go a bit extra.
I think my pheasant is going to be rather pleasant tonight.
I see what you did there.
I don't think it's brave to do pheasant. I think he's just trying to show off, trying to act posh.
One day I'll fly away.
You might, they won't. Instead, they're wrapped in smoked bacon and plonked on a bed of leek and onions.
It can go really dry quite quickly, so he's going to have to cook it kind of to perfection, really.
Well, to keep them nice and moist, Tony bungs in a bottle of cider.
Or my lovely Somerset cider in there. Do you like my Somerset accent?
Not really. The birds will be braised tonight so they don't dry out, fingers crossed. He's also serving a 4-veg mash.
I love my hostess trolley.
Well, every home should have one. Tony whips up a gravy with the leftover pheasant and cider juices and cream, then daintily arranges his veg.
Hey-ho, let's see how this goes.
Broccoli facing north. That's better, thank you. Crikey, the gravy looks a bit thick.
This is Jew. It's not gravy, it's Jew. It's what posh people have.
Oh, pardonnez-moi. On goes the game with a dollop of veg and it's ready. Cider braised pheasant, 4-veg mash and a mug of Jew.
This dish is pheasant. And for pheasant, that was shot 2 days ago.
Who shot it?
Our local farmer.
I'm really impressed about that, Tony. Like, I'm really conscious about, like, my carbon footprint when it comes to food. And it tastes really fresh as well. Like, you can tell it's from here.
Good.
Lovely.
The bacon from around here.
Not the bacon. The bacon was purchased from a supermarket. So I'm a liar now.
Did you say the carrots and the broccoli were grown locally?
I've just remembered the carrots weren't.
All right.
Oh, Tony.
I just had to tell the truth that, no, the carrots weren't.
Nor the bacon.
Not the bacon.
Or the broccoli or the cider.
Has anybody tried pheasant before?
I have.
Oh, didn't surprise me. Oh, you might have done. Yeah. Someone choose it for you.
This is actually... and I must say, it wasn't like this. It's a bit more moist. Such a shame.
The sauce is nice.
Yeah.
Aren't the broccoli?
I've never had pheasant before, ever. So I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest.
You never had it again.
The pheasant was quite dry, but to be honest, Tony did take a risk because I think it is really difficult to cook pheasant and without it drying out.
There was no seasoning. It was very bland. It was very dry. It was very disappointing.
It was a lot drier than I was expecting, and I'm really sorry, Tony, but the vegetables were overcooked.
The sauce was really gloopy, a bit like a wallpaper paste, and it wasn't for me, unfortunately.
Earlier on, Tone, we was in your little man cave, and I found a certificate. It was raising morale.
Yeah, it was a couple of awards that we had last year in the office. It was really nice to sort of receive an award to say that there's somebody here that lifts morale and makes people look forward to a day in the office when he comes in.
Lovely.
You know, it's nice to be the company clown sometimes.
Yeah, that certificate that Tony won at work, I thought, really, I think it means most annoying. That's what it is, most annoying person in the office. I think I would have presented him that, definitely.
Could have given him one of your old ones.
Has anybody else won an award?
I was named the UK's biggest fish and chip shop fan.
What, because you ate the best fish and chips?
So, essentially, yeah.
I bet your mum's real proud.
Let me bore you with fish and chip shop fact.
Oh, do you have to?
So, yeah, vast majority of fish that they serve in UK fish and chip shops, guess where it's from?
The sea.
Yes, but whereabouts?
We don't care.
A lot of the fish we eat in fish and chip shops is caught in the Barents Sea, from Norway, nice white and flaky. That's where the best haddock comes from.
He's quite into his fish and where they swim. It was very dull. It was very matte.
People weren't as gripped as I would have imagined. I don't get that because fish and chips, to me, is the nation's best dish.
Someone's got shares in a chippy. With the evening drawing to a close, it's time for some feedback on the week.
Well, I've had a really good time with everyone. And I really do hope we all stay in touch.
Oh,
We've all seemed to gel really well together, and we are all 5 different personalities.
Oh, that's nice. Anyone else?
Jordana, I'll be totally honest, when I very first met you, I did think you was a bit boring. I didn't think we had very much in common. I used to think you were speaking and I didn't understand what you were saying. And I didn't really get it. But now, as the nights have gone on, I've got to know you and I really like you and I understand you and I think you're a very intelligent woman.
I was a bit offended when Jane called me boring. Well, she thought I was boring at the beginning of the week. But obviously I didn't get to have a word in the beginning of the week. So if she'd have shut up for a minute, maybe she would have thought I wasn't boring. Jane, at the beginning of the week, I thought, like, I was a bit intimidated by you, if I'm honest, because obviously you're, like, a really attractive, loud woman. And I don't think you liked the fact that I was a woman here and you wanted all the boys to yourself. That was the impression I got at first, to be fair. So I was intimidated by you, but now I think we have got a lot more in common.
Thank you.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to not being boring anymore.
I did tell Jordana that I thought she was boring, but obviously as the days have gone on, I found out that she's just a little bit boring.
Oof.